Okay, next up is, what, Locke? Is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to play me out. From my backstory, the whole white rat thing, I had figured I'd made some gold there. I guess when I open up my stash, I see that there's more money in my stash than I know I'd put in there. So I suspect Raven. So I'll give her a noogie later. And I'm just going to end up giving it to my parents and hugging them, crying, and move on.
Okay, Oakley?
Pack up and be ready to go. Change out my spells and meet him at the bar. I already sent my note.
Okay. And Modwin?
Yeah, if people just want to get started with the adventure, we can skip the Camilla thing, unless people want to see the interaction. I mean, I'm still only going to take a few minutes.
Yeah, I want to hear the interaction.
Me too.
Alright.
Me too.
And then after that, she's going to go and
Yep.
take a bath and scrub her beard with soap, and then put her little perfume on it so she's all nice and clean again.
No, it's funny. I read an article about beards and like how disgusting
Poop in the
they are.
beard.
Yeah, did you read that?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Wait, talking about people with like long beards that would get really dirty?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some microbiologists to take samples, and it's pretty gross what they found.
It's the same thing if like your toothbrush isn't more than or less than 6 feet away from the toilet, you have poop on your toothbrush.
Yeah, I've heard of that. It's disgusting.
Yummy!
Learn something new every day. Mostly it's disgusting. Okay. So you want to roleplay out the Camilla thing?
Sure.
Okay, when you get back to the drowned rat, you can see the place is starting to thin out. Here's my thing. As Mon walks through the door, we hear... you're welcome.
I must be too young to get that.
I don't hear anything.
No one heard. Who didn't hear that?
This dude looks like a lady.
Yeah. Okay. They're starting to close up. Sweeping, picking up cups and whatnot. People are filing out. The last power drinkers of the night are stumbling out the front door. As you make your way back in, Camilla is doing her usual routines, that kind of thing. She smiles as you walk through and continues doing what she's doing.
I approach her and say, "Hey, Camilla, how are you, ma'am?"
She just called me man?
No, I said ma'am.
Oh. I'm doing just fine. How are you tonight, good dwarf?
Oh, I'm well, thank you. I just wanted to tell you that, so, the way it is, well, Talon and I and some of our other, friends...
Blowing into the microphone too much. Aim a little higher.
Sorry. We're going on a quest, but Talon will be safe with me, and going outside into the wide world will be a good experience for him, and I promise to take care of him with my life. I'm sure you
I'm
understand.
sorry, what? You're doing what with Talon?
We're going on a quest. You see,
Oh, are you now?
Aye, but there's 6 of us all together, and and what 4 of us are little more than human children, but there's also you know.
So this is a field trip. You're going to take him to see the zoo or something, such thing.
Well, no, it's a little more complicated than that.
What?
You see,
The,
well, let me
the
just-
Magic Animal Zoo? What's more complicated than a zoo field trip? Taking a bunch of children. I don't understand.
well, no, older than children. They're almost grown, but I mean, as well, there's you know, Oakley the gnome. Well, you see, it all started when, well, basically, we gotta go find the descendants of a ghost and give them the ghost's heirloom that we found in a cave under the city, and then the ghost will be able to rest in peace. And you see, the only guide we have of where to go is this compass that somehow, when I opened it, it went into my hand, you see? She holds out her hand.
At this point, she's put down the tray of drinks and she's kind of looking at you with a confused look on her face. She looks down at your hand and looks back at you and says, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, here, why don't I order us each a pint of the nice, thickest, chewiest, yeastiest ale, and we'll sit down and have a wee talk, and I'll tell you the whole thing.
Why don't you just talk to me right now? You're standing right here. Tell me exactly what you're trying to spit out.
Okay, well, so, you know the lad, Locke, that goes and hunts rats in the sewers?
Yes.
So, well, he told us he saw a ghost the other night, that it was storming. So then we went back to look with him, and, well, long story, try to make it short, we found the ghost, and he talked to us, and this was in the sewers, mind you, and he told us, well, first he just kind of moaned and pointed at the wall behind him, so I found it was hollow and I smashed it down with my warhammer.
Her
And then we-
expressions turned from confused to amused.
So then, the ghost spoke to us, and,
Oh, did it now?
now yeah, and mind you now,
Did it say boo?
no, see, now mind you, I didn't believe it was a ghost at first either, but,
Oh, I can't imagine you would.
but, it told us that it was an adventurer once, and
You know
that...
what? Wait. Langen, come over here. You have to hear this. Says, oh, alright, hang on. He starts making his way around. Says, what's going on? Oh, this nice, was it Modwin?
Aye,
She's
that's my
telling
name.
such a tale of ghosts and Locke, you know, the small boy who's the rat catcher? Oh yes, I know that boy. He's very nice. Yes, she's telling me this tale of a ghost that she spoke with, and she's smashing down walls with her hammer. Okay, please continue. This is wonderful. Langen kind of
Okay, well-
looks at you with an eyebrow cock.
Mind you now, we still don't know everything we're dealing with, so it might be best if you don't spread it around too much just yet.
Oh, don't worry about that, dear. I doubt we'll be sharing this story with anyone.
Okay, but when we all come back triumphant, you can share it with whoever you like, but it's just now I'm realizing I might have made a wee bit of a indiscretion.
Oh no, I'm quite enjoying this. Please go on. And he's like, "Oh, is this a story or what? I've got a lot of work to do."
Okay, well, just
From
between
across the
three of
bar,
us
you can hear Arabelle says, "I'm not gonna do all this myself. What the hell are you doing? Come on, there's so many tables to clean. I'm not doing this myself."
Okay, so just between the three of us for now then. So after I smashed down the wall that was hollow, we went into a little cavern that had water in it, and we swam through an underwater tunnel, and okay, so then basically the ghost told us that it used to be an adventurer, but then it was killed, and its spirit had never been able to rest because it has an heirloom where its body lies, and that it needs us to return it to its descendants. So basically, we went through the sewers and the caverns until we got to a place where the stone had been worked, and we went through a lot of strange things and dangers, but we made it through all right.
At this
And we
point, you can
found
hear
the,
some heavy footsteps as Arabelle is stomping her way towards you all.
And
As she
we have
stands
the
there,
heirloom.
she slams her tray down, and she looks at Camilla, and she says, "Look, I am not spending all night doing all your work. You get back to work. I want to go home. I have a date tonight." And he's like, "Oh, calm down. This young lass is telling us a story." "I don't care about stories. I want to go home. I've got so many things to do." "Fine, just go." "Fine, I'm leaving." Camilla says, No. She can't leave yet. There's too much there. You're no help to me, and I can't. No. She has to stay, and you have to clean this up. "I'm not staying if all you're going to do is stand around and listen to this dwarf tell stories." No, she's talking about some sort of ghost or thing. "I don't care if it's a ghost. I've got work to do, and I've got a date tonight, and I don't deserve to be here
All right,
night."
calm down,
Oh, no,
lads,
you know.
calm down.
It's a full-blown argument at this point. They're shouting at each other.
Moldwyn sort of stands there, wagging her mouth a bit, trying to decide how to settle things down. And finally she
It's pretty obvious at this point you're not going to be able to get another word in, as they're all arguing and almost yelling at each other. The rest of the people are kind of edging their way out. A few of them hoping they can get away without paying their bar tabs. But Krognar, standing towards the door, kind of makes them think twice, and they go back and put their coins down, and then smile at him, and as if they, I wasn't going to do that, and then head out. There's pretty much no way you're going to finish your story at this point. They're all screaming at each other.
Okay, well, sorry to cause trouble. Never mind. We'll go and we'll get this done and we'll return safe. Don't worry. Bye bye.
Yeah, they don't hear a word of that as they're all yelling at each other. And the minstrel continues playing. Okay. Anybody else?
That was great.
Awesome.
Wait,
That
what do
was
you
awesome.
mean? What do you mean I just broke my word?
You said you talked to Ella
I did.
Technically,
and
she
explain to her that Talon is going to be leaving for some time.
Well, I did.
Man. and the corruption starts. It starts out as a white lie.
I know, Mark, and I was depending on her.
I think we all were.
She told the exact truth.
Okay. We'll go ahead and pick it up in the morning. Okay, so the next morning, you guys all meet back at the Drown Rat. It's just opening for business, so there's maybe one or two people in there, the power drinkers that spend all their day in there. Camilla is up and about. Arabelle is actually, she's not there yet. Langen is there, and he's He smiles, waves you in. Krognar's not there. He usually shows up at nighttime.
I go up to Raven from behind her and just give her a hug and whisper thank you in the ear and kiss her on the back of the head.
I just give him a smile and ruffle his hair. Ready to go?
Golden.
I'm ready. Let's start this great adventure we're going on. I'm sure there'll be monsters along the way that'll need to be slayed.
I agree, let's do this.
I am ready if you are.
You guys head out?
Yep.
Okay, you head out into the big city of Waterdeep.
Following my hand.
Okay. You guys begin heading out from the dock wards, heading south, and you're actually cutting through. You take the main streets. You know, you can cut. You're not heading directly south, but you're making your way that way.
I lead them back to the place where my compass turns southeast and see if it. I'm watching it to see if it does the same thing again.
Did we lose Kelly?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see you up there, sorry.
I just don't see thing at all.
Okay, as you guys are, as she's taking you through the dock ward, she gets to a point where she turns and starts heading towards the east. You guys are headed towards the south ward. You guys are drawing a little bit of attention since all of you are kind of decked out in your armor and your weapons and that sort of thing, and you're like there's 6 of yous walking down the street.
Mitch, I pull out my pan flute and start playing.
This is it.
Oh, okay. People will ignore you at this point then.
Yeah, seriously.
So I'm a bit distracted. Benjamin, I got my Cheetos, so he's stealing my Cheetos because he won't go to bed.
That's cheesy.
Very. Okay, as you guys, as you guys make your way through the city and the streets, you enter into the South Ward. As you enter in, let's see, Raven and Locke and Talon. You guys have been here before. This is like the very poor side of town. Like the dock wards are not good, but over here it's even worse. The only time people come down here is there's a celebration once a year. In kind of there's like a little town square in this area that people go to, but it's usually cleaned up and there's more guards. Right now, you guys are lucky to find guards anywhere. There are a lot of people just kind of sitting in the street, a lot of filth, garbage just thrown out the sides in the gutters. There are like like the old style gutters that run through the center of the streets in the alleyways, but they're all kind of clogged and filled. The smell is pretty bad. People are either hanging out of windows or they're just sitting around basically doing nothing. So the few shops that are open look to be like shops that are like dollar store type deals.
Ah, Baltimore.
Yeah. Except not on fire.
Yet.
You guys noticed that Modwin's beard smells especially strongly of the usual scent it has, which is like orange peel and cloves, and you realize she must have known that they were gonna go this way, and so that's why she perfumed it extra, because she knew it would smell bad.
Actually, I'd just thought she like tipped the bottle a little too much, and or she was trying to cover the fact she didn't bathe or something.
Yeah, either way, you know.
I'm used to this type.
And Modwin's been here before because she sometimes comes here to help the poor.
Yes, but you've never been this deep into the South Ward.
Oh, I haven't? Okay.
I don't like this area.
Yeah, I mean it's
Why?
even
It's so
as you guys
fragrant.
As you guys head deeper into the South Ward, more and more people kind of the crowds kind of disappear till you're lucky to see one person. And when you do see someone in an alleyway, you kind of look over and they move out of sight. They disappear around a corner, or they duck back into a doorway, or something like that.
Goodness. What a wretched place this is.
They're just down on their luck. Don't look down on them because they can't afford anything. Just walk on by.
Right, people have to live.
Absolutely. I've seen worse.
Talon, give me a perception roll with advantage, please.
Okay, one sec.
When I get back, I'm gonna have to come and visit these people and try to help them some of the time. Maybe I'll talk to the people at my temple.
She truly is naive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you're like kind of looking around, you notice that the people that you do see that are ducking, you know, around corners or doorways, if you look at them, they have that same look that most of the guys on your ship have. In other words, you need to watch your back.
Okay, guys. I need someone to make sure we watch our rear. Modwin, that's going to be you. You watch behind us. And,
What exactly am I watching out for?
You'll know it when it's coming. And watch the alleys. I'm whispering this.
What? In other words, they're going to try to hurt us?
Okay, I'll do that.
Lock, have your crossbows ready.
I don't like this way.
Mitch.
Yeah.
I'm also an urban ranger, so any kind of wisdom or intelligence checks,
Oh yes.
like perception and stuff.
Yeah, give me a perception at advantage. Okay, you get the same type feeling. Except you're looking in more places than just the alley, doorways, that sort of thing. You can actually, as you look down at like what passes as a sewer in this area, it seems like you can see eyes looking out at you
From the sewers?
from the sewers. Yes.
They're below the streets too, Talon.
Okay. Do you think you can find us a way out of here? Are you familiar with this part of town?
I can get us out of here. Let's move. I start leading, just again in the general direction that we've been headed. But I'm trying to like just look around and see which way I would feel is the safest route we can go.
Guys, if we do have a confrontation, let me do the talking first. I'll see if I can get us out of it without a fight.
I am here to help.
Alright.
Lead on, little G.
Modwin is, every few seconds she's glancing at her hand to look at where the compass is pointing.
Okay. It's
Maybe you
taking-
shouldn't be
it's
so
taking
obvious
you
about
through,
that.
it's taking you pretty straight through the streets. You turn onto a street. Sorry, you turn onto what's a street named Broghinge Street, and start heading down there. Hang on. Oh, it's daytime. I have it on. Hang on.
That's awesome. Yay for Mitch's maps.
There we go. Not quite as spooky. Okay, as you guys head down, Broghinge Street turns to the south, and it looks like your compass is pointing that way.
Looks like we gotta go south.
I take a scan of the buildings and the rooftops and any access points in the sewer.
Give me another perception.
God damn, I suck.
Yeah.
I can't freaking roll, dude.
I just have a black screen.
How about now?
Yep. Still just black. Could
I don't
be
know.
my connection with the system.
Yeah.
I got a fussy kid. Be right back.
Everybody else can see, right?
I can.
I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. As you guys are headed down, I'll give you a look at what the street looks like from the street level. Oh shoot, I forgot to turn that into a thing. Can you take a look real quick? This is kind of what you're seeing as you're walking down the streets.
It's the alienage.
I thought it was pretty neat looking.
I like it.
Okay. So it's pointing you guys towards the south.
I say we move on.
I'm back, sorry.
Okay, what do you got for us?
Shall we continue?
It's looking clear to me, but there's a lot of places for people to hide.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, just standing here does not solve anything.
Modwin, which way do we need to go?
South.
Okay, let's go, guys.
If an animal's going to attack, it's going to attack.
These aren't animals, Oakley. These are people.
This is weird. I don't like this.
Just everybody stick together.
Come on, Talon.
No, by all means, lag behind. Makes my job much easier.
I give another look.
Okay.
I put my hand up, stop, and look around.
I'm gonna scan too, man.
Okay. Again, you
God
see.
damn, I suck.
You see people like, every once in a while you'll see somebody like kind of look at you out through a window and then disappear once you make eye contact. They'll pull back.
Okay, we've got to move. We've got to move fast because if they're ducking in, somebody's coming.
Yeah, us. If, can I, like, help Locke and give him advantage?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Then I'll be doing that.
Which way, Modwin?
I look at my hand.
It's pointing to the southeast again.
Now it's pointing to the southeast.
Mitch, is the map north, south, east, west in
Yes.
facing?
Yeah, it's always going to be that way. I set up my maps so up is north, down is south, and so forth.
With Raven guiding my head.
Nice.
Woohoo!
You didn't even need her. Okay, as you look around,
Hey!
you look down an alleyway, and you saw someone. Just as you were about to make eye contact, you saw someone duck behind a corner, and he could have sworn that they were dragging something behind them, some sort of it was either a whip or possibly a rope of some kind.
We've got someone skulking us. They've got some kind of cordage in their hand, perhaps a rope, perhaps a whip. I'm not sure. Pretty brazen for
What does that mean?
6 of us versus 1.
Maybe there's more than one.
Okay, Locke.
The wolves usually run in a pack. Do not be afraid.
Locke,
Do not show fear.
Locke, find us defensible position as we move.
As you guys reach this point, you see what looks like a simple 2-story dwelling with wooden shutters. The roof appears to be in bad need of repair, and the door itself seems to be just barely hanging on to the frame. Modwin, the compass points straight towards this house, which is this one here.
Which house is this?
This one here.
Alright. Well, the compass is straight towards that house with the roof that's almost fallen down.
All the buildings here look like they're pretty out of shape, but this one looks like it's pretty dilapidated.
Knock, knock, knock.
Are you sure? Are you sure it points to this house?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If Oakley just walks up to it, I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
Oh my goodness.
Knock, knock, knock.
He did. I'm wondering if it just points past it.
Okay. Oakley, give me a perception check.
Yep.
Where's the perception set?
It's under skills.
It's a skill.
And since you didn't find it, you don't have the skill.
Okay. Oakley just walks up there, steps on the rickety stair that leads up to the doorway and starts knocking. Bang, 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 bang. You guys all stand there with mouths agape.
I just immediately look around at all the surroundings.
Wow.
The door opens creakily as you see an attractive woman of right about in her late 20s. She wears auburn hair. It's wound tightly into a bun that sits on the back of her head. She smiles at you, Oakley, kind of looks over your shoulder at the other people, but you can tell that though she has a smile on her face, her eyes are not smiling at all. You also notice peeking faces of a child here and there, behind a corner, or just kind of looking at you. I'll give you a look at her.
Good evening, young lady. Or, I'm sorry, good morning, young lady.
Says, can I help you?
Yes, now this may sound a little strange, but was any of your ancestors worked as on a boat?
She looks at you. Says, no.
Well, this This may seem very odd, but we believe we are looking for Locke, can you come here please for a minute?
Locke shakes his head no and hides behind Raven.
Now Locke, please come here. We must complete our task.
Ma'am, do you have any missing relatives? Recently?
When you say that, her face goes completely white. Her mouth turns from a smile to a look of shock as she trembles a bit and she says,
Now calm
My
now.
husband has been missing. At that point, you hear another voice as the door is ripped from her hand and pulled open wide. You see a tall, lanky man. He looks to be in his mid-30s. He's got black and greasy hair that is stuck to his forehead and sort of combed back. His face has been marked with many different pockmarks from possible disease in a younger age. He just kind of has like a Weasley look to him. I'll show you what he looks like here in a second. There he is right there.
Ew.
Neville Beeman.
Yeah, you're not supposed to know their names.
Awesome.
But he says, "Who's this? What do you want? Gnome?"
Well, no, good sir.
Raven,
Good sir.
could you elbow Oakley out of the way and talk?
Good sir. We are here to return an heirloom. That
An
belonged
heirloom, you say? His face changes and a great smile comes across his face. Wonderful as you can see he takes his free hand and he pushes the woman out of the way and steps fully into the doorway.
Oakley,
Oh, of course.
are
An
you
heirloom.
crazy?
My brother's been missing for quite a while now. So you're here to return it, eh? Well, who's got it? Let me see.
Well, let me ask you this, sir. What heirloom are you missing?
I'm missing a compass. A golden compass.
I look to the girl.
Insight.
She's got her head down. She's kind of backed in. You can see there's a couple children hanging off of her, and she's kind of shooing them away.
Now, in what relation are you with her husband?
Oakley.
I'm
it was
his
specific.
big brother. That
You are
belongs
who?
to me.
I believe we were told to return it to the young lady and not to you, sir.
Oh, really? Who told you to return it to her?
Her dead husband.
Oh, is he talking to you now?
Why, yes. Yes, he did.
Well, I'm his brother. I'm blood. It belongs to me.
We are here to fulfill his wishes, not yours, sir. Please step aside so we can speak to the young lady.
You can't give it to her. She's
Says the
his
14-year-old
wife,
boy.
not the blood relative. It belongs to me.
Wow. I think wife holds more than, I don't know, selfish bastard brother.
Well,
Well then, I guess we'll have to go then. We'll talk to her another time.
Oh, no. I don't think so. That compass belongs to me. I suggest you hand it to me. Hang on, guys.
I don't like him.
I thought
I think we should kill him.
I was.
And I'm used to dealing with pirates, so...
See, if this was my world, I'd make him handsome and suave, and everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, we'll
Okay,
give
I'm
him
back.
everything." I'll make him a little baby goblin, and you all be like, "Yeah, we'll give him everything."
Reminds me of the voodoo guy off that frog movie for Disney.
Oh, absolutely.
He says, "Why don't you all hold up your hands and show me which one of you lot has got my compass?"
That's not necessary. Once again, I wasn't addressing you, sir. With all due respect, can I speak to the young lady?
Do you want to talk to her? She has no claim to it. She's not blood.
Yeah, we've
She
kinda
married
said
into this family.
She's still family.
There's claim.
Well, then I guess he chose her over you.
Did he now? Did he tell you to take it to her? Or to pass it on to his family?
To her.
I highly doubt that. You want to talk to her? Go ahead. Wench, talk to these people. Get me my compass. As he stomps away. She comes sheepishly. She walks up. She shoos the two kids holding on to her. She shoos them off into another room. Says, I'm terribly sorry. Yes, the compass was my husband's. It was passed on to him from his father. He my husband was a simple man. He wasn't an adventurer. He decided to try to make his fortune and give us a better life.
Sounds like a nice
truly
man.
Dead?
I'm sorry to inform you, ma'am, he is.
Okay, she starts breaking down in tears. She seems very
No,
strong,
no.
like she's holding it
Okay.
together, but she is sobbing a bit.
I reach out and hold her hand.
Our brave friend Lockyer just spoke with him.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry for your loss.
Does the man have a son?
He has 2 sons. We have we have 5 children together.
Can you bring the oldest?
He's not here. He's indentured on a ship.
Indentured?
Yes,
What ship?
I'm not sure. Neville takes care of our finances. Hurry up and get my compass! Do you have the compass?
Are you just gonna give it to him?
Well, it is his. He's the
No, it isn't. Your husband wanted you to have it. He didn't ask us to give it to his brother. Don't you think if he wanted his brother to have it, he would have said, give this to my brother?
It is my belief it
suppose.
should go to the oldest son.
I'd rather
it
do
not?
that than give it to that worthless piece of windbag.
I smile.
What's that? You hear his footsteps coming around as he grabs
Is it not?
the
Is it
woman's
not-
arm and kind of pulls her out of the way. He steps up again in the doorway. He says, "Listen, you lot. You come in here, you start making insults to me, and then demanding that I walk out of the room while you talk to my worthless sister-in-law. You give me my compass now, or you will pay for it."
Excuse me, sir, that was not an insult, it was more of a description.
You think you're so funny.
A good one,
son.
too.
You know
Now.
who I am.
Who are
Don't
you?
really care.
The
You
brother?
heard of the
care?
Darkwater boys.
Ooh,
Why,
how about
no.
Harry?
No, I haven't.
Talon, make an investigation check.
Yeah, right.
It could happen.
I assume we wouldn't have, right?
No.
Yeah, I assume we don't know.
Okay.
Do I have advantage?
Yes, you do.
You know, we should have gotten more information before we come down here. Like,
Or maybe we shouldn't have just walked up and knocked on the door.
well, no, the compass pointed us this way.
Okay, when he mentions the Darkwater boys, you know that is it's a notorious assassins guild that works out of Skullport and also in the South Ward. They're spreading out a bit. There are rumors that some of their members are secretly were-rats. Some of them are vampires. Some are, all kinds of rumors and stuff like that. None's been substantiated, but they're people you don't want to mess with.
Are they also the type of people claim to be part of them and really aren't?
Oh no. You get killed if you go out saying I'm this person, but you're not. Says,
I am at a
suggest
loss. I don't
you
know what to
hand
do."
me my compass and walk away while you can.
Whatever, you're such a... Ugh. Hate people like you.
No, he might have a legitimate claim. I don't know.
Seriously,
Well,
Oakley?
He looks over at Ember. He says, "You don't look like you belong around here, love. Looks like you belong in The Ritchie part of town. Who's your father? Bet I know him.
Leave her alone.
Oh, what are you gonna do, little boy? Now give me my compass and get out of here. If you know what's good
Allow
for
me to
you.
Matt, sir, the spirits have given you one mouth and two ears. So I suggest you use the more plentiful.
I think that went over his head.
I suggest you shut your gob and give me my compass. If you want to walk out of here.
I leave
You see
it to
his
the rest
eyes
of
kind
you.
of dart off towards one alley, that lock that you noticed somebody ducking down before carrying the whip or the rope. You see his eyes dart again off towards another alley as a smirk appears on his face. He looks back at Oakley, his eyes shining with hate.
I point one crossbow down one alley and one crossbow down the other alley.
Well,
Now,
sir,
He laughs a bit.
I can have fun.
now, just a minute here.
Now, why did you...
We
Thank
don't
God,
mean-
someone with reason. Go, Liz.
We don't mean
Abandoned wolf, and it's a
your Cockney
female.
accent has messed up my Gaelic. Well, we don't mean any harm. We're only trying
I
to
don't
do.
care if you mean harm or not, love. You're gonna get harm if you don't give me my compass and walk away.
Well,
Oh.
you see, we're not sure it's yours because you
It's
see.
mine. He was my stinking brother. It belongs to me. It was my father's. It belongs to me.
So doesn't it belong to your brother's son, not you?
No,
Yes, isn't passage
he
of
didn't live long enough
items...
to pass it on to his son, now did he? I told him it was
I didn't
theirs,
live
he
long
didn't
enough to
wanna
pass it on to
listen.
you either.
I lad,
I guess
Doesn't
since we
matter.
found it, we keep it.
just a moment now. Let's have a little civil talk now.
You know, I think we need to find an adjudicator.
Oakley, hold on a minute. Now, see,
Like what?
your brother's dead, that's true. But you see, he talked to us when he was a ghost. And he told us to give it to his family and heirs, you see. So you are family just like his wife, that's true. But he and his wife's children, they're the heirs, see?
That sounds
All
that
right,
sounds
I'll tell you
reasonable,
something
Mowgli.
there, little dwarf. You give it to her. Go ahead. I'll still end up with it. So it doesn't make no difference, does it? You can either hand it to me now, or I take it from her. Later.
Wait,
I
but
say we keep it.
did you not hear what I just said?
You can't.
You mean
It
you don't
belongs to
care who
me.
your brother wanted to have it? Because it seems clear that your brother wanted his heirs to have it. Pass it down just like your father passed it to you.
Sure,
and then
I'll
he
pass it
wants
down to his heir when I'm done with it.
Well, but you see, he didn't say to pass it to his brother, and I'm sure he would have been more specific if that's what he'd wanted.
I don't care what he wanted. It's mine. It belongs to me.
You
But
know,
you
I
don't
think
care
we should
what
go.
It's
your
the last
brother
chance
wanted?
you have. You can
Well,
either
I
hand
I
it to
think we
me,
gotta find an
Guys,
or we're
adjudicator.
gonna have a
Guys.
little bit of a problem.
Guys, everybody quiet. Allow me to speak. Whoever has the compass, it is their burden. It is also their decision. And we will support that decision. And yes, sir, I do know
Modwin.
who you are.
Modwin, roll me a perception. Go ahead, Talon.
All right.
But he doesn't know who you are.
Don't you realize that it doesn't matter what we do, we're probably gonna get attacked anyway? Just
Well,
saying.
yeah. Look at the area. Of course we are. Scary.
And we're kids.
As you're talking,
Yeah.
you're Modwin. As you're talking to him, you're emphasizing with your hands and whatnot, and you realize that in your hand, the compass has come out. So it's no longer embedded in your hand; it's now solid in your hand. As you have approached this
Oh,
house.
as soon as I noticed that, I quickly closed my hand and then I fake scratching my
Arse.
yeah, no, I fake adjusting my belt and scratching under it, and
Scratching her junk.
No, my belt is around my waist and settling it more
That's where your
comfortably.
junk is.
But it's not. But I slip it into my belt pouch.
Okay. He
Do you have
watches
sleight
you.
of hand?
No, I don't have sleight of hand. Do you want me to roll?
Yes, that would be best. What is there? There's no sleight of hand, is there?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. His eyes are on you the whole time. He sees you look down, look at the compass, and then, scratch your nose as you put it in there. He's just watching you with a less than amused look on his face.
I honestly didn't have it in my hand until just now. You see, the thing, there's this magic about
He
this,
puts
lad.
his hand out and looks at you.
Lad, there's something important about this. Listen, there's magic here. Not only is it true, I know you're probably doubting it, but not only is it true that we spoke to your dead brother while he was dead, a ghost, but until just now, I didn't have the compass in my hand.
He curls his fingers as if to beckon you to give it to him.
It was in my hand, lad. You should have seen it.
Guys, he's gonna get it anyway.
You should have seen it. It was embedded in my hand, so it brought us here.
I don't think he cares.
Now hand
No,
it
but it
over.
was magic. Oh, you know. Oh,
Of course,
I
it's a
didn't know that.
family heirloom.
If it's your call. Make the decision.
Godwin, your decision is to keep it, to give it to the man, or to give it to the woman who's going to forcibly take it from her, who the man is forcibly going to take it from.
It's not ours, guys.
I say
So those are your choices. Just pick one.
keep it.
And
I
in
say we
that,
keep it and find his friend to give it to.
It's
on
not
that
ours.
note, we will go to commercial break.
Oh, you're saying I should choose? Okay,
As Modwin tries to decide what to do.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm getting nachos. Be right back.
Good job.
Be right back.